Mortal Kombat 11.
Woo.
Yes.
This is crazy, right?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
This is a big story DLC. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath was announced, and
I wonder where they got that title from, huh?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
We know Ed watches.
That's right. The CBS lawyers are gonna be beating down some. So this is 3 new characters. So it's a grip of free stuff. It's friendships. It's stage fatalities.
Yes.
It's some new stages. It's a bunch of stuff that probably some of that stuff maybe should have been in the game out of the gate. Like I thought it was kind of maybe a little weird that friendships weren't in there.
Right.
And so that's all great, but it is also it's a $40 add-on that will get you 3 characters. Both like the delineation between free and paid, I'm probably getting slightly wrong, but it's 3 characters, and it is like you said, a new story DLC.
Wow.
Which that's
the craziest part about all of this is we're excited for story DLC for a fighting game.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Street Fighter V did story DLC,
when they added a story to the game?
A story, technically still DLC. So I think the story in Mortal Kombat 11 left things as kind of a blank slate for what they do from here. And I think I was kind of excited from the perspective of like, holy shit, they could never make another Mortal Kombat game again, or they could make another one that like totally throws out all the characters and comes back with new characters. Like there's so many different ways they could go.
Right.
And so, this picks up where that left off, and immediately is just like, no, we're gonna stick with a lot of this stuff, which is kind of like,
it's an interesting question, but then the nature of the story is already so like they can kind of do anything they want and get it back to wherever they want. That
so it's basically like the trailer that they put out is like the ending of the game of the base game, and then Shang Tsung showing up and being like, "Don't do it."
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, and so they'll go back in some different version of time and chronic of the boss of the game. The base game figures into that stuff somehow again, and they've got Shiva, from MK3. They've got Fujin, the God of Wind, from MK4, and they've got RoboCop,
the motherfucking RoboCop, Peter Weller too,
the God of Law.
I like that they. I like that they. So many RoboCop appearances don't get Peter Weller.
Because they're like, oh yeah, we can just like have a guy go like this.
And he's in a mask, whatever. Peter Weller's expensive, but like, I like that they did that. So now you can live out your RoboCop versus Terminator fights, just like on the Genesis.
I'm all for that stuff. I think it's good, goofy fun. For sure.
Yeah, I am a fan of RoboCop. I like RoboCop, the film.
Yes, it is.
It's a hell of a movie. I should watch that reboot one of these days. I still haven't. I want to know. Yeah. I heard it was okay.
It was a good action movie, but it wasn't the satirical type movie that
neither was RoboCop 2 in a lot of ways. So
it's still RoboCop 3.
It's fuck man, yes, get the RoboCop from RoboCop 3 to do it. Peter Weller. That was by RoboCop 3 they changed, right? And they did the RoboCop TV show. There was a cartoon.
Yeah.
So a lot of opportunity for skins.
Did they show? I can't remember. Did they show a fatality for? They had to. Every character trailer.
It's like screenshots of what's probably his X-ray or his fatal blow.
Is
like
him shooting somebody in the dick. Oh, it's the data spike.
Yeah, so that looked like it could have been a fatality, but in my head, the obvious things here are, as part of the fatal blow, he pulls that spike out and rams it through their eyeball, or some kind of fucking X-ray murder thing.
Hell yeah!
And you do a fatality where an Ed 209 walks out, and maybe they save that for a friendship. Maybe Ed 209 just comes out and dances, and then falls over and flips his toe over and over again. Or
he has to shoot dicks off though, right?
I see. It was funny because like I was sitting there thinking about like, well, what would RoboCop do in this game? And that never once entered my head.
Really
weird.
But it was the thing. Like apparently, like that's what people know about RoboCop is he shot that one guy in the dick through the lady's dress.
That was great.
I don't
It's cool as hell.
I
You
don't.
got him right in the dick.
Yeah, it was awesome, but like I don't know that that's necessarily like that only works because he shot it through that lady's dress. Like the
Disagree. I think it works all the time.
The cool thing there was that he was able to see through that lady's dress and shoot that guy in the dick. The mere act of shooting a guy in the dick, like I could shoot a guy in the fucking dick. Like who cares? Anybody. Curtis Stryker could shoot a man in the dick.
Yeah.
RoboCop.
These are great ideas. These are all great ideas, Jeff. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, what if they just have the lady walk out before the fatality?
Yeah, like the fatality goes like Scorpion or whatever grabs the lady. He's like, "You won't shoot me," and then he just he shoots him through the dick, and then the bullet like bounces back and like goes through their head, and they explode, and then Ed 209 comes out and breakdances on them.
All right, okay. Now I'm back in, but I mean the other thing is like the part of that, like Mortal Kombat goes some pretty grim places, obviously in kind of a goofy way. But the thing to remember from that scene is that he was stopping a sexual assault.
Sure. I mean, yeah,
which like that's.
I mean, you don't have that happen in the game. It
like,
just it's
you do the lines where he walks across and says like, "I will contact a rape crisis center." Like it's too. That's too much.
Yeah, that's too much.
Is attached to that scene in such a way that like you can't. If you try to separate it,
yeah.
You were just saying you didn't even remember that that's like a thing from RoboCop.
Like, I mean, it's a thing that he did, but not an iconic thing that I would say, oh, he's got to disagree. Because I look at it as like, all right, that's not a thing you would necessarily replicate on account of the context it happens in.
That I agree with.
So I don't think that's a.
I don't think
maybe part of a fatal blow, right? Maybe he sticks him with the thing and then shoots him with the dick and knocks him back and whatever.
All I'm saying is the game has a history of focusing in character attacks on the groin area. Johnny Cage has been doing it forever.
You're true. You're right. You're right. But I don't know. I don't. It never struck me until people started saying it, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess he did do that. But what if he pulls out the Cobra gun, the big old gun?
Yeah, and he cuts a slice of pizza with a pair of scissors.
No, not from the movie Cobra. The big gun, the big gun they all get at the end when they go hunting RoboCop. The big old
remember that
Clarence Boddicker and all those guys have, and they blow the holes in the buildings. That's called that is the Cobra.
I'm watching RoboCop on break here.
Yeah, that is the Cobra gun. So yeah, maybe they do something with that, but like that thing is so powerful that it just annihilates people with one shot. So maybe you just get a picture of smoking boots. Or something. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of cool that they're putting out that DLC. Like my stance on guest characters has not changed, but as a RoboCop fan, it at least got me thinking. And also knowing what they've done in the past with sometimes putting like existing Mortal Kombat moves onto like DC characters for Injustice and stuff like that. This is where they put Stryker's stuff. This is where they just make RoboCop like Stryker, right?
Yeah. Okay.
They give him a skin.
What if they just put a hat on top of Stryker?
Hat. Yeah.
Or on top of RoboCop's helmet?
Let's see. Let's gonna do it for news when we take a break, and